on Twitch. It worked. Hi, everybody. We're in the middle of the game. You're going to have to catch up.
Potential Twitch viewers. You missed so much.
Honestly,
You
yeah.
missed Azrael's weird little panic attack. It was awkward to look at.
Good job.
Anyway,
good job with the dogs. That good work. But back in the hut, what were you doing in the corner? I saw you just staring out into nothingness.
Like when we were fighting those dolls?
No, back.
Or like just barely?
No, back with the kids. You were just standing in the corner.
It's a really long story, and not one that would be well told in this right now, but maybe one for another day.
Well, if it makes you feel better, see ghosts too. If that makes it any better for you, I'm always here if you want to talk. Now walk away.
Thank you.
I just go help a kid or whatever. Just go talk to a kid.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're just going to spit at the kids, I mean, they sort of react. Again, it's kind of very similar stuff, unless you're trying something new.
No. Just trying to make some kids feel better.
Sure. Spend that time. So what is everyone want to do next?
Let's see.
definitely leave this place.
Do this.
Yeah, I think we
let's
got to
leave
get the
this
kids
place.
home, but we got to
We
weigh
can't
that
send-
against letting the trail go cold.
We don't have our boat. Let's try to find something around. See if it's not destroyed. Something buoyant that we can use.
Maybe
So gather the kids and go to the beach.
Yeah, while I'm looking around, can I just see any
Combine our investigative powers.
boat? Any
Yeah, I'm
boat?
gonna-
We're in a village
go
on the
for
way
that.
back. Can we just
Okay,
look for-
so are you trying to go back to the village where you landed then? Look around at what we're doing?
I
Okay.
believe that's so.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I'll say that let's go ahead and make a group investigation check.
I'll be on the front end of the rope. Leading the kids.
Well, solid 19.
I got like the two worst looking kids on Buddy with me.
That's
And
an
that's,
11 for Talvin.
Roscoe's pretty smart.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 people.
Nice.
Ooh,
For 24.
it's an 8.
I should have guidance myself, but whatever.
Told you, man. I got a fucking little.
Got the whole magnifying glass. style.
So King got
Keen
24,
lens.
nat 20.
yeah. So let's say with that 20. Yeah, you guys go around. What should pick up a few things. One is that the effect that was causing the waves to go in the wrong direction when you arrived has ended. Everything is coming in normal. The lake's behaving like you'd expect it to behave. And you do kind of pick up though that effect. Any boats that were left, how long ever that effect was going, it's been pushed out. So along with your boat, that effect did last for like in the hour in which you were resting. So at least it was keeping it away. But what you do find is you go a little ways, and I'll say that you're able to find 3 boats that can carry about 8 each. That's this further down the shore, maybe like 300 feet.
And how far is the boat? How far is the distance from the shore to the water village place?
It was about 2 miles that you guys had to row it out. Actually, probably there's more. It was longer than that. So it was about a 4. I know it was about a 4-hour row. Is what you'll know about what it was.
And how many kids do we have?
I think exactly 24,
Yeah.
something like that. So they're going to have to paddle themselves.
Ooh,
sound that great.
Oh, wait.
It does not sound that great.
Oof.
Don't do that.
I'll paddle on one of the
Yeah.
boats with
I'd say our 3 strongest.
me and Roscoe should
in the
definitely
boat.
split boats.
Each.
100%.
There's 3 boats, right?
Yeah, 3 boats.
All right. So
So
Three
we
strongest, one on each boat, and they each take 7 kids with them, then come back for the remainder.
I'm not sending Aaliyah off without me.
Yeah.
I don't know about leaving. Who are we going to leave behind to defend the
Yeah.
kids if something
I would
happens?
say this is 8 adults, so you could probably fit. If
And
you
the
think like there's made to well, I don't know about the horse, but you definitely you know that it was made to hold 8 adults, and the weight buoyancy would work for that. So that you have kids, if you overloaded a bit, you'd probably be okay. But
Okay.
depending on
Elanthor.
how exactly you did that.
Elanthor,
Yeah.
the horse stays.
No.
Elmethor, I know you have a bond with this horse, but it's
I'm not
not
leaving
worth sinking. Okay, how about I volunteer to babysit your horse then?
You're gonna stay here by yourself?
and try to
mean-
get a rest in.
You
You
go
ought to at
back
least
and
have
get
somebody stay with you.
Yeah.
I only need 4 hours. If anyone wants to,
Yeah, I also need 4 hours as well, but I'm all fine. So if you want to rest, I'll just be here with you. I'm not leaving my horse behind.
I'm gonna stay with Elanthor and Talvin. Because first of all, I like that horse. Second of all, I'm sleepy. I need a rest.
all right. Is everyone
Yeah,
else
horse
okay
is-
with?
Yeah, and you guys will be able to keep watch because we're going to be gone at least 8 hours, rowing 4 hours each way.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that works.
Okay.
Smart. We're doing.
Okay, so who's staying behind?
Show of hands. Okay.
Okay, so Talvin, Elanthor, and Skaha. All right. So real quick, the 3 of you make a quick perception check for me.
15. Right? Yeah, that's 15.
Give me a second here. I cast guidance on myself real quick.
Where's the sun at right now? Like, does it look like it's almost done? Does it look like it's
15.
No, it's probably late afternoon at this point.
All right.
Wow, I'm really bad at
Like
math.
you'll probably get there just as the sun sets by the time you guys get there.
It's 11 for Talvin.
Okay, and then Scott, that was 18, I think I saw. Is that true?
Yep,
Is that correct? Okay.
that was me.
So Skaha, what Skaha notices is that she's watching the boats kind of move away. On the boat that has Razga on it, just as the water's kind of cresting, you see a tiny humanoid shape grasping the bottom of the boat.
Oh shit, guys! I go
Crossbow.
over the shore and yell
Already an
at
Eldritch
Razga!
How far are we from them?
I would say at this point you're just about 20 feet.
Okay. Yeah, crossbow.
Oh, yeah, that's close
Oh, just
enough.
blast.
Okay. We'll do this because I'd say it's there's no intent on this thing right now, so we'll give a good round here. So we'll go Talvin first. What do you want to do?
Fire crossbow at whatever this thing is.
All right.
I think I'm at disadvantage because I'm in sunlight. Let's double check that real quick.
There are children in the boat.
we're 20 feet. We're 20 feet right now,
Hurry up.
and something's in the water grabbing at his boat.
Going into Rosgaz's boat.
Boy, here we go. 8. Please don't.
8.
Please don't make
So-
me kill a kid.
No, the arrow fires and just hits the water. Just skips over it.
I'm
All right.
throwing a dagger.
I'm
Okay.
Eldritch
Sir,
Blast.
I am throwing a dagger.
Okay.
I'm screaming
let
to
me
get his
throw
attention
this-
next.
I think at this point, Israel would look behind me like, what the hell are you guys doing? What?
Ding.
Do I?
Alice Ware.
Okay. I'm gonna throw the dagger, okay? Let's see if it hits.
Throw it.
Ow! 12.
12. It kind of just it enters the water, and thrown dagger in water just doesn't really work out, and it just kind of goes.
So can I just
No,
I'm
I could.
in it with an Eldritch Blast right now.
can I just shift my boat over there and yell it at it and just say What are you doing?
Well, I would say, okay, sure. So we're resolved the last attack, and then we can see what you guys
Go
want
ahead.
to do.
I rolled a 20.
A 20, that definitely is. So
Okay.
natural or no?
No, 15 plus 5.
Okay, excellent. Roll the damage.
That's 6 points of force damage.
I am
6 points of force. Okay. So and you get kind of as it reacts to all this, it just kind of lets go and kind of disappears under the murky water.
I summon the sword and just like
As you see though, but what you do see is this, you do see this creepy girl doll face right as like on the boat tips, and then it disappears as it lets go, and it's no longer.
You guys need to go like now.
Actually, you can shoot it now. I'm okay with you shooting it.
Gone.
Yeah.
You
Start
guys
rowing.
move in.
Start rowing. Go. Oh man. Okay.
All right. I'll say as it goes, you guys, from what you can tell, at least you don't see any more on the boats.
I'm gonna search the water. I'm gonna go like 5 feet into the water and just like go back and forth searching for at least the one that I just hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna find like a nice shady spot and just still looking at like the coast of this lake. I'm just gonna sit and start
Yeah.
that.
All right. This
Long
would be
rest.
really high or DC. This is really high DC, but go ahead. So,
But for the first time, which I keep forgetting I have this thing called for my race. It's knowledge from a past life, so I can add a D6 onto that. I can do that twice a long rest. So that's no, that probably doesn't make it 13. Because I rolled 8 on the perception check, then +4 on my knowledge from a past life, and a +1 on my perception. So it's right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
14.
all right. So the three of you on shore then. I would say part of your investigation check, one thing you guys did find is the clothes that were promised you, as far as things that would look more like you could get around at least what you assume were things that would get around. They're not the jungle gear, but they seem to be more things that you would go into a village with that look different than your dynasty clothing. So
Yeah.
we'll see, for the purpose of this, you guys did find those things that were promised you.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, with that, what are the three of you doing on shore?
I need
Just
to
like-
lie down. That was I just collapsed. I'm like,
I think I'll just.
you guys keep
yeah.
watch.
I'm gonna sit with
dragged
Lanthor for a bit.
I dragged Scott over to Talvin because I
Just
feel like
yeah, I'm just
passed out in the
you're just
Yeah.
dragging like
just- down next to Talvin, wherever he is.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm just under a tree right now.
So I'll say for this, won't make you guys roll. You guys get your long rest in. Nothing seems to come on shore.
Yay.
Awesome.
So you guys can get your long rest. Now, the three of you, as you guys proceed, without issue, just about around sunset, you guys make it to this kind of makeshift village. And you guys are probably a good mile away from it when, I mean, you start hearing cheering because people start to see all these tiny forms, and you get there and
Oh, that makes me so
there-
happy
there
in a moment.
is- there's reunions. Kids are going through. There are parents looking and not seeing their children, looking at you
Mhm.
as kind of wordlessly giving you guys a look like, oh no.
You're missing people, and that's probably what it is.
You're missing 3 kids.
And 3 adventures.
I'm not the best speaker, but I guess I'll go up there.
Yeah.
I'll go up to them and I'll just say I'm sorry we couldn't save all of them. They were gone before we got there.
And Rosga's
Uh,
staying in the water, checking the underside of all 3 boats.
Make an investigation check.
Oh,
Mhm.
Oh,
so
no,
you're saying I should have
sorry.
suggested someone else do that? Oh, 7.
Man,
Woo!
all the boats are clear. You're very confident that
Nailed it.
nothing there.
Yeah, I got it.
On the way over there, I would have liked to clean them up a little bit. You know, if their eye was
Okay.
missing, I'll clean up the blood and make sure they look presentable.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, enough that was. I mean, yeah, they're injured, but yeah, you had a lot you're doing. But yeah, you make it. They look like someone's looked after them. They're still incredibly injured, and you even see they need more attention immediately. But your care and your friend's care is obvious to
Okay.
to those as they bring them. Though without too much, the three of you are ushered rather quickly into um, by the leader there to. So let me get my notes here. So I want to get this right. So you are ushered quickly by Suheen direct like back into his like main cabin and kind of like doesn't people going what happened he's like I will talk to them first and kind of gives you a look because he wants to make sure that things are set appropriately and get you in there and just simply ask what happened.
We entered upon your encampment. We followed the blood. We found the children. With the children came the dolls, though. We fought fiendish creatures, or at least fiendish in magic. Did you guys know about this?
No, I don't. What dolls were these?
You knew nothing of this warehouse?
Warehouse. What warehouse?
Can I insight check them?
Yeah, make an insight check.
$20, $30.
Yeah, you really look in, and he's. I think the pressure and everything. He just doesn't even have it in him to even keep his official stance, and he just seems like totally. He has no idea what you're talking about. Clueless on the dolls, clueless on this warehouse. Just he has
Not another memory modification type, just he really doesn't seem like he knows anything.
I would say that he just seems honest with that.
Okay.
I'll say with a dirty 20, yeah, you don't get the sense that there's any confusion or anything like. I would say that the memory modifications that you've seen so far are kind of clumsily done. Like events don't line up, timelines don't line up, and you even your memory was even altered at one point. You remember how it didn't quite make sense when you thought that Skaha had stabbed you, and so you would think that you'd be able to detect this on like at least kind of see something, and none of that kind of weird unmatching event seems to be on him.
So that's what occurred. We never finished the fiend. We're still in search. The village is cleared at the moment.
We can't.
Not really.
We're
What do
still
you mean by
working.
not really?
As real?
Oscar says these dolls controlled your children, and they controlled me. It's not safe to go back until we've destroyed them.
We were able to take out a few of them, but we suspect that they'll be back alive, if you can call it that, within 24 hours. So it's not safe. But we're gonna go back and we're gonna try and save your town. We have our people are still there, and we're gonna head back too.
Do you have any idea how you were going to do this?
Willpower.
Power of friendship all along.
At the moment, we don't.
Mhm.
We plan to give chase to a lead we have. And that's all we have at the moment. We need to reconvene with our friends as well on the shoreline.
He thinks for a moment and says, "We will not head back that direction. Then we'll stay here, and I will have to we'll have to see maybe on the walks a little longer. We rebuild in some miles away from where it was before. Do you feel like they will leave the location, or
Um,
like, will
These
they stay in
types-
the village? Or
these types usually don't just leave because they want to. You understand?
Hmm.
We're talking about dark things.
Okay. Then maybe we can found a new place.
Just hold here for now. And we still have those flares that you gave us, and we will send up a signal as soon as we have some for sure information.
Nods and thank you so much. He does think for a moment, and he rummages around, and he does find. He comes out with this kind of like hand-sized ruby. He hands it over. He just goes, "My thanks for everything you've done."
Does he give it to me or to Rosga? Or...
I probably hands it to you, unless something else. You were talking.
I'm gonna.
And you can tell he hands it to you, but he kind of talks to the three of you. This is meant to be his overarching for all of you.
I'm gonna push it back in his hand and say, "You have lost so much, and it was our honor to be able to help you. Don't worry about payment."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
$19.
He takes it. You and your friends are always welcome here. Whatever you need, know that you have an ally here.
Thank you. That is enough. That is more than enough. Your town and your people have taken great care of me while I've needed it, and I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be alive without you.
He's crying, feeling the feels, if you will. All right. So you guys exit, and what would you like to do?
Rosgaw wants to ask if anybody knows anywhere that we could find magical weapons, because that seems to be the only thing that hurts the dolls.
Treefer talks to you guys. And so she rises and just goes, I sometimes in Nicodranus, there seem to be some things that they could do. Saw people, all types, ships coming in, ships coming out. I'm sure I heard tales of magic things there, but none of us have anything like that.
Thank you.
Hey, Trooper. I need you to answer a few questions for me, bud.
Anything for you? You are a hero.
Oh well, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything while we were in the city about this stone warehouse? Do you know anything about that?
No, I mean, there's a lot of warehouses in Nicodranus.
No, not Nicodranus.
So what, in the village?
In the village.
No, I don't know of any warehouse that's in the village.
Do I trust him on that?
Where are your insight?
Hold on. Let me play a little noise.
Acting kind of sus, don't you think?
15. Oh, 17.
Yeah,
He doesn't seem to be aware, I would say. Doesn't know what that is. Seems honestly clueless about something being outside the village.
Okay.
Though I would say that you don't know what it is, but there is something that he is nervous about. And you can tell there's something he hopes you don't ask. What that is, you don't know, but he's telling the truth right now.
Okay. I'm gonna keep questioning them. I'm gonna say, those merchants that you encountered that day where you brought back the
Yes.
supply. How many of them were there?
And as she speaks, Razgat keeps inching closer and closer to it.
Make an intimidation check.
Ah, something I might be good at.
Yeah, get
Let's
'em.
go.
Oh, look at that.
There we go.
Natural
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
Nice,
buddy.
So okay, yeah, he looks honestly scared. And he goes, I mean, I didn't see all of them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was I mean, it could have been 6, 7. I don't know.
And you guys have any questions for this one?
I would say with that over insight check, he's starting to get defensive. Like you're inching close to whatever he might be embarrassed about.
Did the merchants ask any questions about the village? Did they talk to you about anything other than the goods?
I mean, they asked where it was. They asked, you know, they seemed interested if we knew any of any Kiwantai. But a little unusual. No, people usually don't know about them. But I mean, you can see he starts to, with the intimidation, he starts to cry and says, they asked me how many kids we had.
There it is. Now, why were you hiding this from me, Tifer?
I thought they were all going to die, and it was going to be my fault.
They were, and it was.
He's just bawling. It's just down. You kind of see this facade, this careless facade that he was wearing really melts away, and it's just, you know, he's wrecked as a person.
Razgat says, if there's anything else you need to tell us now.
Man, with that intimidation and all that, I'd say he did the natural 20. He looks and says, I can't. The one who gave me the packages. We looked eye to eye, but I can't remember his face.
Was he wearing gloves? Do you know if he was wearing gloves?
No, did not have gloves on.
How about you come along with us, Tifer, just for the night?
You ask him to come with to the village with you.
No.
Okay.
Just for like the next 10 minutes.
When she says that, can I just walk up? I was eating fish that some of the villagers gave me in the corner, and I just walk up with my plate and I say, no, that's a great idea, actually. Beaver, you should come back with us.
I'll say right now, unless you guys are going to somehow beat him up in time, but he
Listen.
would not do that.
All right, so
Eating fish.
There is nothing
So close,
that is
come
going
on.
to happen.
even a werewolf with his Put his nail to his neck. He's not moving.
He is not going to go back. He will talk. He will spend time with you guys here. If he wants to go, if you want to go somewhere here, but unless you're going to have to force him back.
So you are a man that feels ashamed, yet will do nothing about it. Tree for.
Guilt game always works, man.
I'm just giving him the stern eye right
Okay.
next to Roscoe while he's just.
He kind of,
eating my
he's
fish.
crying. He's upset.
Oh, I don't feel bad for him.
He's a coward, man. He's not gonna. Let's just see
Well-
the sense of right now.
Sorry, what did you say?
What do you guys want to? What do you do next?
What about Aaliyah's mom? How are they?
Yeah. That's what I'm about. Or not.
Okay, so you said 10 more minutes or something. Were you doing anything else with Triefer or?
I was just gonna drag him along with us just in case we wanted to ask him any more
Oh,
questions.
he will accompany you if you want to go to these different places. That's like here, but
Okay, I'll just look at Roscoe and say, Roscoe, keep an eye on this one for a minute and let's keep making the rounds.
okay. You find Aaliyah and Aaliyah's mom, and they are, she's hugging and she's caring more for the eye, and you do see, I would say, like kind of somewhat in the distance. All the kids are somewhat there, and there are some, I would say, hot metal that's being warmed up and getting to red hot. They're assuming is going to be used to cauterize the wounds fairly soon, in order to take care of some stuff. Though no one's kind of mentioned it to the kids quite yet. But see, mom's talking to you. Honey, I'm so glad you're safe. I'm so glad you're back, and just kind of rubbing her and petting her skin, and they're kind of having this purr thing between each other. What do you guys like to do?
Knock on the door. Or the window frame, whatever the
Okay,
door
yeah,
frame.
because it's open. Yeah. So you go open. Oh, Ezra, so good to see you.
Oh, Miriam, I'm glad to see that you're doing well. You've been taking care of yourself like you promised.
Leah, she told me so many things. I am forever grateful to all of you.
Good, good. Is it okay if we sit down with Aaliyah for a minute? We just have a few more questions. We have to go back. Miriam, we have to go back and get these things that did this to your daughter, and we need help from her.
She nods, and she nods, and she kind of puts Aaliyah there, and Leah's like, yeah. And she's petting her. You can see, I'd say that you get the impression like she's still very shaken and kind of seeing you, keen. She gets that this is going to cause her to have to try to think back to all this craziness. She already starts kind of breathing a little heavy.
It's okay. It's okay, Aaliyah. You know me. Remember we used to play dolls at your house and not dolls.
Just
Like
Ooh.
Too soon.
she
soon.
just starts
Too soon.
wailing
Oh man.
and crying.
Couldn't
and
handle that better
loses-
myself.
loses it. You can see, I mean, just full PTSD, panic, like just she's not conscious right now.
I
Let me
think
talk.
we've
Let me
outstayed
talk.
I give Azriel a little slap on the back of the head. And I just look down like, what were you thinking?
Bro,
Oh,
Oh, I suck. I'm so sorry.
oh.
Yeah, I minor illusion puppies.
Is this your answer for everything?
keep
The
your
puppies
Make
are
some
not
puppies.
helping.
Oh man. Bail out. Bail out.
Okay, bye.
I'm just sorry for
Oh
this.
man.
See you later.
And what about
Should
what about the little girl
As
that
funny
I
as it
talked to?
is.
Your parents were still there? They're all good?
All the kids are there. Are you?
All their parents are there? I was just asking about the little girl that I was talking to.
the little silver one.
Oh, okay. You should follow up on her. Yeah. You see her with another child who's as like kind of black and dark red spots, and there's 2 adults there that seem to be similarly colored, enough to where I guess what you'd pick up real quick is that she's with someone else and someone else's parents.
Mhm.
And you do know that some parents were killed.
So I just walk back up to her and I say, "Are these your parents, little one?"
No, they're not.
You're by yourself.
Mm-hmm. But they said they would take care of me.
You know, I don't remember a time, but I was once by myself. Someone took me in, gave me a trade, gave me a life. Stay here for a little bit. Hang out. I'll come back for you.
Kind of smiles and snuggles to you.
And I give her a little pat on the head. And I just walk away, back to business.
You walk away, and as you're actually, yeah, you walk away. That's fine. You walk away. What else are you guys doing?
I'm not speaking another word till we get off this island. I'm
That's
done.
where it was
Oh,
out.
Are we good to make this back?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
even
think so.
even Shreefer's looking at you, Ezreal, like,
Oh my god.
like I'm
Yeah.
bad, but
Dude needs to go. That
Piece
dude
of
needs to
shit.
go.
because you guys took Shreefer with you, so
Can't
I
believe
just
we
Oh,
let
yeah, that's
him
right.
join our party.
Nah, he's bait. He's gonna be the first one
Yeah,
out.
he's
I swear.
bait. Yeah, definitely.
Does Treefer sell things? Does he keep some of the things he transports, or is he just more of a transporter?
you can ask him.
Treefer, do you sell things?
No,
Make-
no, I get I go and I get all the supplies. I bring them back. I distribute them to everybody. I don't our economy is trade. We trade things. I do this, and I get to eat. And I get to live somewhere.
Oh, and then can I retcon one thing? I just want to ask the little girl, what's her name?
Yes. Her name is Silvra Lay. So Silvra Lay.
Oh my god.
Relay. Let's go.
Dang it!
No sponsor here.
Why are you gonna do that, man? Why are you gonna do
I
that?
know,
I'm
I
You
have to
scared.
think you have a
Yeah,
cool
no
thing
idea.
on silver, and then it's Chevrolet.
He's like, it's ruined.
Heavy Silverado.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'm thinking that if we're gonna
Good on
make
you,
this
man.
battle back, we probably don't need to take 3 boats back. Correct?
Yeah,
You
probably
guys-
not.
I'm speaking with Rosca and Nazgul at the moment.
I'm just sitting in the boat, ready to go.
That's so awkward.
So Rosca, do we want to take an extra boat and think of Elanthor and Buddy? Or do we want to just take one boat and
I'm fine with keeping the horse around. They're delicious.
your pick?
Don't
So I hop in the boat
don't
with
let him
Azrael.
hear you
and
say
Yes.
I hop in the boat with Azrael and I
This
just
is
start-
great. This is great.
I just start going.
So you can't leave Roscoe and Keen alone.
We gotta bring better.
Bound to
talkers.
happen now.
Yeah, we're
Wow.
taking boats.
Yeah, we really need talkers in the group because I got no charisma.
I got it. I
Ooh,
just chose. I have it. I just chose not to do this right now.
I'm a really smooth person, but
Undead guy's charisma is 17.
people take me the wrong way. That's the problem with Keen. They take all my
Yeah.
words the wrong way. Maybe it's my tone.
So far, yeah, wasn't bad so far. And how long does it take for them to get back to us on the shore? Like another 4 hours back, or
Yeah, it'd be enough 4 hours if you guys are going back. So all of you headed back then?
Yeah,
Yes.
since I'm not
Yeah.
rowing, does that count as a short rest?
if you're not going to actively row, then yeah, you can do your rest.
Yeah, I'll just be rowing the whole time.
Take recovery. Get some spell slots.
Yeah, no, you're good, Azrael.
Thank you.
Lay down in the front of the boat. That fuck up, I'd be tired too.
Yeah, breaking a child is exhausting.
I've never seen a kid cry like that, Raska. It's crazy.
Wasn't my best move, I'll admit. We did used to play dolls in my defense, but
Raska's just glad we're talking about anything but the fact that he just killed Keen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's got his own.
That's why I jumped in the
So,
boat.
so you guys
Separate boat.
begin to row away, and just as you do, you hear the kids are starting to play a little bit. And
Echolocation,
Keen,
what is this?
one thing that you see is that you see Severe just kind of like walking like this, going like they're all battling a little bit, like pretending to battle, and she's mimicking you and that type of thing.
I just give a little smirk. A little smirk, and I keep going.
Okay. So let's see. You guys have gone there. You're going back. You also did the battle. So I'm going to go ahead and for now, as you say, you're going to try to take a rest at this point, or you're actively resting.
yeah, I just want a short rest.
Right. I would say even with a short rest, because you are still sort of active. I'm going to say everyone go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for kind of this elongated activity here. 13.
4.
4. All right, Azrael, you're going to go ahead and get a point of exhaustion here. That's going to.
I thought she was resting on the boat.
She is a short rest, but she's not actively sleeping. And even on the boat, it's kind of like it's going to be,
Okay, I got you.
a really good rest here. So about 4 hours at this point. It's like, I would say it's probably about 10, 11 at night. You guys pull into the shore of the village, and you remember where it was, and are able to see at this point a fully rested of the rest of your party. Skaha's awake. Now, right before this, the three of you on the shore, was there anything you guys wanted to do, talk about before?
I just my whole backstory with Talvin. Well,
Yeah, I wanted to get a talk about to Lanthor about just things like, where do you want to go after this?
Okay.
Just
as I probably told you, I don't really know who I am. I wasn't joking when I said I woke up in the woods 2 months ago. That actually happened.
no, I remember you telling us this.
No memory of anything. And I summoned the sword. This was buried, stuck in a tree about a couple feet from where I woke up. I dispel it. And then when we teleported into the lake, I saw something. I'm not sure anyone else saw. And I heard voices of people who sound like they know who I am. And I want to find out who that is, who the people are, and who I am.
Does that ring a bell to me before I say anything else? Like, does that sound familiar to me at all?
How so? You mean just
Like just strange phenomena, multiple voices, visions, stuff like that he's been telling me.
make an Arcana check?
Six.
No.
Well, I may not know too much about what you're going through. I'm not sure how the rest of us are gonna want to proceed after this. But I think we're done here. I think the smartest, logical way to do this is that we have to go to Nicodranus. We still have to find Grimwood, find us this orc and everything. Did promise
I also
Azrael
need to
a bunch
help.
of things. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Promised Azrael we'd help her. We promised to find so many promises that would have.
Calvin, the promise keeper.
Talvin the Promise Keeper, man.
Keep a list.
At some point,
We'll call you the
Let's
promise.
for
We'll call you the
people
promise
pleaser.
maker right now. We'll see how.
Let's see how many you actually keep. Okay.
I just hope that everyone is on the same page when I say the mission does come first now.
Okay. I don't really have anything to object to.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
at some point,
I
I
remember,
need
like,
to help
how
some
deep-
orphanage parents.
Do I remember like how deep we were like when I had that first vision back in the lake? Like how far
Yeah.
below we were?
I mean, I would say you feel like you were extremely deep. I mean, you guys all made up because going up in water isn't too hard. But let's put it this way: you guys had to travel at least about like 3 to 5 minutes each. So you were quite deep. I mean, it was definitely deep.
All right,
You don't have an idea of how. I mean, because the footage, you're not exactly sure. But.
at some point during these 4 hours, I'm gonna stand up and tell Talvin, just keep an eye on her, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna walk into the water and just submerge myself for a little bit.
Okay.
Talvin isn't like that. Talvin may have an
Just-
inclination.
Just wait for anything to happen.
Okay.
Let me just double check. You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. That's what I thought. So you go down. You begin to kind of take this like walk, and you're heavy enough to where you float. Your dark vision is giving you really good sight here in the darkness. You see these gray things. So you tell me, how far are you going to walk into this?
Well, I want to get to a point where like, I feel like I can go like kind of as deep as I was when I had that first vision, like kind of far out.
Okay. So you're going to what you assume is the bottom of the lake itself, like is what
Yeah.
you're telling me, like kind of what you think. Okay. Go ahead and make a charisma check.
It's a 17.
17. You see that at the far ends of your vision, you just see details. There's no color down here with how you see. You suddenly realize you're not seeing as far as you were, and then you're seeing less and less, and you suddenly become aware that you can't see the bottom that you're standing on. You can see your feet, you can see your hands, but just pure black outside of that. And you get the sense that something is listening.
I just let myself float there, and after like a minute, I say, "Who are you?" What do you want with me?
Words come back. multiple voices as one. To watch for now.
You thought me dead. Why?
The thread was cut.
Who was I to you? Was I means to an end, or was I someone different?
Comes back. Monster. And your vision comes back. And you see the bottom of the floor.
I summon the sword while I'm down here.
Hmm?
I just stare at it a little bit.
Down here, it's interesting. It seems like there's no resistance from the water of it here, as though it enjoys being here. And as you kind of move it around a little bit, you get the sense that it's not so much that it's in water, but that it is close to something, but you don't know what that is, as though it's almost beneath the ocean floor that you stand on is what it seems to be reacting to, not the water in of itself, more of the depth and possible location.
I dispel the sword and make my way back to Calvin Niskaha.
How long has he been underwater? Just so I can have a guesstimation of that. A couple minutes, or
No, he walked to the center of the lake, so he's probably been about an hour.
Alvin, is he dead?
you know what? I had the faintest idea that I might have to go in for him. Then again, I haven't even seen him eat, so what makes you think air might not be a problem for him?
That doesn't correspond. Breathing doesn't correspond with eating. I don't understand how you got to that conclusion. There's a difference between this is some tasty food in my stomach and I'm
just an average Joe. I don't look for any words of real intelligence in me.
An average Joe would know these things. It's an average thing to know. Whatever.
I'm gonna ignore her for a little bit.
Let's go check on them.
As soon as I get 30 feet, I might misty step in between them.
Okay, yeah.
Oh my god.
Right. So we'll say this is about the time you guys are kind of rolling up. You kind of see this reaction. Thor soaking wet going on. And Asriel, go ahead and make an Arcana check as you're kind of coming up on this. And,
It's a 15.
oh, 15. Sorry, 15. Okay, so 15. There's you stop for a second because you realize that Aelanthor is undead, but also kind of living. There's this weird combination, and there is, I would say with that, you haven't heard of how this happens, but this definitively starts to make your mind burn with possibilities.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I see you, Ellen Thor.
Hey, how are the kids?
Good.
When I jump
But
out,
also has changed his clothes. Now he's in like regular rags and like a poncho, just hiding as
Yeah.
much as he can.
when I jump off the boat this time, I make a show of pulling the boat up so everybody sees me pulling the boat up and making sure it comes onto the beach. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Wow.
just to make sure that everybody saw the boat get on this time. You guys saw that, right?
No, yeah, we see you.
We didn't
Ego
lose
is
it.
intact.
We didn't lose it.
Great, buddy.
So what? Everything's okay back there?
The tiefling broke one of the children.
Oh, Azrael.
Whoa.
Azrael.
Aw.
Tieflings get a
seen her
bad
scream.
rep already. What's wrong with you?
You guys know me. I'm not a very good talker.
I wouldn't say we know you. We just
Yeah.
met
Yeah,
you
we just-
about like half a day ago.
Okay, you've been around me for like a day and you probably know this still.
Oh, I was asleep when they first were talking to you, so I know you even a little less.
He's a good one.
Okay,
Trust.
fine, I guess.
I may have just brought up, dolls. Well,
Ah, Azrael.
Come on.
I said he was a good one, not a
I
far
see
one.
nothing wrong with that.
That's that cuts.
I slap Talon.
Stop. Oh.
it's fine though. We're still friends, probably.
We got more information from the supplier.
Really? Like what?
At this point, Roz got cast.
Hey, Keen. Azrael,
Roscoe
you-
doesn't remember.
Sort of like the announcer, and you guys will say so. Azrael Keen. What does Razga mean?
Azrael?
We talked to Teeper, that weirdo, and the merchants definitely had something to do with that. They asked how many kids were in the village
Oh, ew.
for switching out supplies.
Ew.
This is pretty solid information. I think the guy shit his pants. Rosca had him pretty scared. So,
Ah,
Isn't he standing
I would
right behind
expect
the
that.
guys?
Yeah.
He said he looked their leader in the eye, but could not
Yes.
remember his face.
Ezra, you do remember, I just want to make sure that you're remembering, was you were at the orphanage. You remember talking about people escorting children with not the best intent.
holy moly, you're right. I kind of like ripple effect. It's just like, oh no. I'm not sure how to explain. It's like, You know, when I was Azrael, you weren't here for this, but everyone else, you know how Razga, we went to the Razga Lanthor, we went to the orphanage, and they're like, "Oh, help get these children's parents back. They're stuck in a cave." She's like, like, yeah, they got like it's something. They're stuck somewhere.
The parents
Spit it
were
out, Scar.
north.
Yeah, they're up north, but either way, I guess we have to rescue them. Anyway, Talia was talking about and sometimes shady people tote kids around. She said something to that notion. I'm just thinking, does that correlate to this?
Yeah.
I got some red string on a board. Just
Beautiful minds.
Fascinating.
I'm just crouching. I'm thinking, like,
Starts retaking like clothesline that was between the.
yeah, that was like
What
I take the
between-
clothesline in the old village. Like, look at how it connects. I just
It's
start
like
writing
having
things
a
on the
notebook and
ground and
popping all
start
this
connecting
down.
them with the rope. This is my conspiracy theory, and it's not a theory because I know I'm right.
Well, we don't have time to
Hold my
unpack
down
all of
one
that.
Yeah.
But anyways, did they say where they were coming? That these merchants were from? Maybe we can probably head on over there. We do have to go to Nicodranus too. I keep saying that, but we need to go.
I understand. We got to get back to Nicodranus. We should come back here another day to see about where that escaping person with his horses and like gloves went. But right now, let's get to Nicodranus.
Oh,
Hold on.
yeah. He's also said that there were like 6 or 7 of them. So
They
Well,
sold
yeah.
Prince, right? If
of the merchants.
I mean, yeah, we did. Me and Keen did find some prints earlier today.
Yeah.
That does check out.
Yeah, but if we're
All right, so
go search him out, we should prepare for more of a group than an individual.
Yeah.
You guys want to leave the village as it is?
for
Mm,
now,
I don't
Or
see how we
not.
can fix this now.
Yeah.
What would change in Nicodranus?
Magical weapons.
Magical
Yeah.
weapons.
If we were to
They
come
don't-
back
they
here,
don't
we
I
take
could
pull,
kill.
regular-
I pull my
damage.
one coin out and I say magical weapons and I start flicking it up in the air. With what magical weapons though do you speak of, Azrael? Because I think you forgot to tell Talvin about something.
What?
You
What
leaving
happened?
the ruby?
You left a ruby.
But they wanted to pay us, and we're not.
Oh.
Azrael,
For this.
Ezreal,
Adventure.
they're-
I
Take
knew
the
Talvin
money.
wasn't gonna take that good.
what?
adventurers need money sometimes, Ezreal.
They bought.
If you travel with us, you're not going to be fed by a little village around all the time.
They all lost.
mean-
Suck it up and take the
guys.
money.
I'm not gonna take their money.
I look in the
Oh
bag
my
that we
God.
got from when we
And
when we
plus,
went in
what
the
of your
caves.
friends, Azrael?
Look back at the 500 gold we got from the cave, and Skaha still has that flawless diamond. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, I'm holding it because,
I mean, this is a good start, but we need a little more.
well, I have a little nest egg actually from over the years.
Oh,
Yeah, I got. It's not
See what
like a
film right
big
now,
nest
so I can
egg,
tell.
but
That's not what adventuring is about, you guys. Gotta care about more than the money.
well, money equals rations and better
Rations.
weapons.
Rations
There's a
equal
whole
food,
jungle
food equals-
right
I
there.
start doing more equations in the dirt next to my conspiracy theory.
And on my name, I couldn't leave this just to go to the city to purchase or to do things such as that. We need to get this fiend. We need to stop what's
come back-
happening here.
If we come back here later,
If we leave
with our
and we go
magical
back, what says we
weapons-
find him again?
Hmm.
What says he isn't smart enough to leave
I'll tell
to
you what.
somewhere else?
We can follow this trail that you and me found as far as it goes to Nicodranus. If it splits, it splits. If we find them along the way, then that's a problem we can solve right there.
Okay, you know what? I'll come.
I
along
can agree
with,
to that.
I'll come along with you guys on that. I'm curious.
What are you guys going to Nicodranus for?
Like,
They wish to buy magic items.
we're looking for someone. You're part of the team. We were hired by
Yeah.
the dynasty to
Oh, Azrael doesn't know that we're like elite silver class. Like
Yeah, that's
Azrael, you don't even
we
know.
work for
Ezreal, what do you know about Jorhas?
What do I know anything about Jorhas?
You went to school, Juras.
That's true. I did go to school. I went to school there.
Wow, there it
So
goes.
it's all
His
a blur.
brain. God,
There we go.
we're
That's
the
actually-
bubbling
that's why I've been-
shield. You can do that.
Sounds like somebody went to the Arizona state of Jorhas.
Whoa. Whoa.
Grand Canyon University.
Like, I'm out.
Let's X that for a
I'll-
second.
I'll respond. I've been living there for the last couple of years, going to school.
Can we walk? Are we walking and talking right now, or what are we doing?
Let's walk and talk. Let's walk and
Let's-
talk.
Yeah, let's.
Let's come on. Let's go.
All right. So, what are you attempting to do here?
Gonna follow these tracks, aren't we?
I think we want to
As
follow
far-
the path back to where we were, and then begin to follow the track,
Okay.
the wheelbarrow
Just-
thing, whatever it was, to
Like,
Nicodranus.
Sure. So, yeah, this is a heavy horse-drawn cart that you're following. So you get to the house. The house is still there. The shed there, warehouse. Anything you're doing there, or are you starting the trail?
Who has the food? Did anybody ever end up putting that in their inventory?
And
No, I
just
don't
as
think
a
I only
note,
did.
so far, Razga, Ezra, and Keen, you have not taken a long rest. Just as a reminder.
How are you guys feeling right now?
I was trained for this.
Good.
We
Good.
took a short
You're-
rest after
Yeah.
the last battle.
That's true. So
That's
I-
all I
I'm
that's
need.
out of the list.
Right. So,
I mean, I guess-
just so you know, you're coming up on where
On
Um,
exhaustion.
yeah, you're going to keep on making checks. So because you've been up for you're kind of up more than 16 hours, it's going to be
Yeah.
harder for certain things. So
Okay.
there's a note there, which is fine
Um,
because you might want to get on the trail, and that's cool. I just want to make sure you know where you are.
That's up to the people who are as tired as all hell. I mean, you guys want to keep going for a little bit and then
Physically, Keen's tired, but when you're looking at him, he seems fine. He seems fine.
okay.
He's used to that.
I
Raska, you all
wouldn't-
good?
Roscoe's fine.
Okay.
I
Azrael?
think there could be benefits of staying and poking around a bit more, before we mindlessly go look at this thing. I mean, what about this building that those kids were in? Don't we want to see any more of that building?
We already poked around in there, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we looked all around in there, I think.
Nothing there but bad juju.
Yeah, what she said.
Let's go on that trail. Let's go on this trail.
All right, so before we head out, I'm just going to take the food that was in the house.
Ugh,
then.
nasty.
Food's food.
Nasty.
That leftover
Ah.
food that was in the warehouse. I just want to keep
That's
it with me.
fiendish food.
I don't care. I'm not going to touch it. I'm just
Might
going
as
to
well
wrap
be
it.
crawling around on its
I'm going
own.
to tear a piece of my. How much food is there? Like, is this like grub? What is this? That I'm looking at?
I would say is well, so it's so what you see is it's actually more like some vegetables, like leafy greens are there, but they have that slight glow to it. All that is glowing that had that kind of weird sheen to it is kind of organic, either fruits or vegetables.
I'd take. There's not a lot there, is there? You said it's just some
No, just
leftover.
some straps. So
Yep.
we,
I take it.
yeah, I'd say you get a
Just
small
for
bag,
later.
like a little small sack. Yeah.
You don't plan on eating that, do you?
That's nasty.
No, I have someone that might be able to tell us what this is.
Okay. Just
I
I'm
mean,
worried
yeah.
about like all that fiendish arcana just seeping into you.
I do have rations if we're really desperate, so
I have been trained for this. Trust me. Let us
I'll let 'em-
continue.
yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Wait,
just to
trust me.
make
Didn't
sure-
somebody yell that right before the lights went out last week?
Never gonna live it down.
Just trust me on this.
Just to make sure with that building, are there any other rooms in it, or is it just like that one center room with the tables?
So you guys look, there are no other rooms, but go ahead and make an investigation check if you just want to give
I'm gonna help.
Can I go help her?
Yeah, you can give one last look around if you're interested.
Okay.
The 22.
Yeah.
Need to I'm gonna couple that with your Arcana score too, because you do have that. I would say you look around. As you get a few things. One, there is like a weird type of stasis magic that seems to be going on in here. That's probably more about slowing things down, making it maybe a little easier to preserve the life as you're operating on things. I would say you also find two bedrolls. And in one of the bedrolls, it's kind of as if it fell out of a pocket or something along those lines, or a bag that was there. There is a very tiny bottle that has this red powder.
The chili
Something-
flakes.
Something like this.
Hmm.
Do I know what
Okay.
it is? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Did you say you? I did not.
Okay, there you are. All right.
But you do kind of find that, and it's I would say with your check, it's probably designed to be taken into the body in some way. But it might have other uses as well. You do get there's some type of significant amount of energy that seems to be emanating from it. You even kind of sense it as you pick it up. But it's like a powdered form.
Okay, I'll take it. Like I'll just not like I'm not gonna enjoy it.
Right.
Oh no.
This isn't.
No, I'm just gonna like put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm going to have you. If I saw you, I definitely have you have a UA immediately after you intake that.
But yeah, I mean, anything else? I would say if you want to figure out more about it, you'd have to take some time and mess with it a little bit. And so I'm assuming you're just looking at it in the bottle, right? And so if you wanted to take some time and take it out and do anything, you might be able to figure more about it if you want. But for right now, just kind of looking at it, you're not sure what it is. There's no label. I would say you probably you don't recognize the substance at all. And I think 22. Other than that, I would say you just kind of get again that this whole house is meant to be transportable in some way. So warehouse.
How big is this place again?
So it's about it's kind of a square actually. It's about like 60 by 60 feet.
I'm gonna just like go back to the group and pull out the powder and say this was in the bedroll over there. Do you guys, any of you guys know what this is?
Can I take a look at it?
Not with my average Joe intelligence.
Sure.
Average Joe intelligent. Just- let me take a look.
Yeah, I would say Scott, make an Arcana. She actually kind of take it out and used it a little bit. Like
Okay.
you put it in your hand a little bit. Is that what you said?
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
Solid 15.
Solid 15. What's that if you use your charisma instead of your
Let's see.
intelligence?
Let's see. Ba, ba, ba. Da, 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 da. It would be a 10 if I used my intelligence.
No, I'm saying if you
Charisma.
at 15 and use your charisma modifier instead of your intelligence modifier.
Oh, okay. Da, da, da.
So
So it would have been 13.
Oh, yeah.
would have gone down.
You rolled an 11,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a 15 with Arcana and a 13 with Intelligence.
Let me look at your sheet.
Go
real
with,
fast, because I'm not
charisma.
sure what your
With just a straight charisma modifier?
no plus her.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So plus her proficiency is what I was trying to get out of that.
Which I think is +2 at level 3.
Yeah. So where's her?
So that's what
There
it
you go.
would have been.
It would have been the same because her intelligence and charisma are the same modifier. Okay, cool.
Right.
Perfect. All right. So I would say with that, there was 15, right? Was
Yes.
the total on that? Okay. You put that, you begin looking at it. You do not get it seems to make a slight reaction as it hits your skin. Like there's a tingling feeling, and
Don't tell me this is how it's supposed to be ingested. Should have worn like glove.
Just gonna get ready, spare the dying real quick.
but it does seem to have like a slight glow to it as it hits your skin.
Stuff that glows.
But as far
Oh,
as what
God.
it is, if you're looking for how to use it, I would say if you're looking for how to use it, you get that it's actually meant to be sniffed.
Oh, okay, Azrael. You know how you said you would shoot it up? This stuff is actually meant to be, just. I don't know what to do with this. My hand's kind of clammy, so it's like sand. It's just sticking.
What do you
to
know
my
about that,
skin.
Skaha? You're 15.
Like, yeah.
I'll sniff it.
I have been
I'll make
around
it-
so many towns. It's like the people you meet, they're just like, you want some? And I'm like, ew, no. So of course I'm like, this stuff's familiar.
Skaha definitely went through the DARE program.
Stop. I did not. I rubbed this on your leather. I'm like, I did not. There you go. That's what you do. It's
With it on my
that's
leather, can I make a check about it?
gonna be my wet wipe. Here you are. You dunked yourself in a river. You're still kind of damp.
Like 10 minutes ago.
Does
Okay.
the glow look similar to like the fruit glow?
Oh, yeah, the fruit glow had the green. This is kind
it's
of like
it's different. And so, did you wipe it on someone just now?
I just wiped it on Elanthr's armor. It's just
Okay.
like it's kind
No,
of,
that's fine. As your hand touches Elanthar's armor, it
no.
and you kind of pull it away, there is a part where your hand was has heated that portion of his armor red hot.
Oh. We're just looking at each other. We're like,
Actually, help me on that though. Do you have metal or do you have leather armor?
I have leather.
Never
yeah,
mind.
I kind
So
of.
there is a burn mark in the shape of your hands where that was. It's not catching everything on fire, but it's kind of like, and there's this leather smell in the air.
Do you want
And then
one
you
on
take
the
it away,
opposite side? Like
and
it's
you see
intentional?
that
I slip
the little
my
bit of
shoulder over top.
material that was on your hand kind of evaporates, and your hand seems to be normal again.
I told you to watch this one.
swing my shoulder over to Elanthor. Can he do anything about it? No, it's Talvin. And I just like, can you do something about this?
I mean, seems a little overkill. You're okay though, right?
Throw out the vibe.
All right, sure. I'm gonna rub my hands together. I'm gonna shout some nonsense, and I'm just gonna slap the wound.
It's not my
So it didn't
leather.
hurt your arm; it hit the leather of your. He's asking
It's on
for
the leather arm.
I'm just all right. Well, yeah. Sorry, I don't have that prepared today. You're beat.
Well, Israel, now we know. Can I have the little bottle?
No,
I'm not
I'm
gonna-
gonna take that back.
Yeah, here you are. It was
That's not gonna-
Azrael. It was Azrael who did it. You're seeing tieflings. You're seeing the wrong tiefling.
Oh no.
I want to give it a little sniff before I put it away.
Oh, you're disgusting. You're nasty.
So are you?
I'm too
So
curious.
to be clear, are you trying to get it up your nose, or are you just smelling it?
I'm just smelling it.
You're smelling it to get the scent. The scent.
Thank God.
I'm gonna have to say.
Do I see her
don't do
doing this?
that.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you're
Do you
not
see
gonna.
her doing this?
You do, but you're not gonna stop her like smelling it.
I just want to do like a quick little before I put it away.
Right, but you're just trying to get the odor of it. Am I correct in that? Okay.
Just a little key bump.
Go ahead and make. Go ahead and make an Arcana. Yeah, man, this is gonna be hard. Make an Arcana check.
The 22.
Jeez, these rolls.
Yeah.
With a 22, whatever this is, it's processed with some type of necromantic incantations. You kind of get the sense of necromancy on it, like when you've completed a spell like that. Secondly, I would say that kind of have to get into strong whiff. I mean, strong, like oof. It almost makes you pass out, almost like you sniffed like pure, like 99% isopropyl alcohol, right? You're like, oh, like it's this huge thing. That's kind of what's overwhelming your senses. And after that, you get that there's a lingering scent as similar to when you were investigating the dolls.
Okay.
Are we also walking and talking?
Yeah, I feel like
Well,
we're
for this, I
walking.
think you stopped for a sec.
Yeah.
But trying to think. You know what? So we'll do this. This is going to be high, but I just want to be fair here. So, Rasaga, Razga, Elenthor, and Keen, you guys all make. It's going to be high difficulty, but go ahead and make a perception check. And Talvin, you can do the.
Can I get my advantage on this?
Yeah, Talvin can do this as well.
Talvin?
You're not in wolf form, so I don't think you do.
It's nighttime, right?
It's not wolf form, I think.
I thought it was
Oh,
wolf
to
form
the
that you got
past
your advantage.
That's just Hunter's Bane.
Okay,
Alright.
then.
Should I roll for perception too?
Yep.
I feel like I
Not wolf
should.
form.
Yeah, this isn't for tracking though.
Oh, okay.
Perception. Oh, that's good.
Natural 19 for a total of 20, plus I used the knowledge from a past life, so that brings up to 22.
22.
That's a dirty 20 for Talvin.
22.
I got 12.
18.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say that, man, I'd say what you guys do get is it's dark, so it's a little easier to see this. There, just as this is transpiring between Skaha and Azrael, from under Skaha's hat, there just seems to be a slight glow. There's just kind of this reddish glow that kind of emanates from her, just as she was doing something, as Azrael kind of did this and this thing. There was just kind of this very brief, it just kind of highlighted her skin just a bit, and then it kind of faded away. It was very dim, very, very, very dim.
I just point and like.
And that was
what are
on
you doing
Skaha.
with your hair right now? Skaha, are you
What do
doing
you
something
mean?
with your hair? You just glowed.
No, I'm not that talented. My
reach
hair
over, I
glowed.
reach over and lift the hat.
Fuck you! You can't touch my hat.
I'm sorry.
No,
Sorry.
no, it's mine.
I'm gonna lift the hat real quick, just for a second.
Nah.
Please.
Scratch at a Lanthor. I will burn your leather again once I
summon the
snatch that
sword.
thing
Let me
off
take the hat
Azrael.
off. I summon the sword. Let me.
I just run away. I run up farther up the trail.
I'm on
Oh,
a
no.
horse.
Razga leans in
Come
and
on.
says, "Are we sure
I
we're all
will
on the same
stab
team?"
your horse.
Yeah, I'm with
I
the
will
big guy.
stab, buddy.
You will not.
I don't know what's going on.
Guys, all I did
Okay.
is sniff a bottle.
You know what? As
Let's calm down,
can look
guys.
under my
Yeah.
hat. This is tiefling thing.
We need to go.
Calm down.
Horns are
Okay.
private.
Raska's the only person killing Buddy. Let's just keep on going.
All right.
If we're done, yeah, let's go.
So for this, I'd say Keen, I'm sure Talon's helping you again. So make a survival check and just to be advantage, to see how well you track this now. Because you got information. This is to follow its path. Okay, 17.
17.
It's night, and I would say with Talvin helping you, that also does away with the potential disadvantage for nighttime because he'd be able to see and help with that. So with this, you guys get a pretty good idea of where it's going, and you're able to make, I would say, regular pace. So how long of time are you going to take along this path?
What we want to do is follow the path in the direction of Nicodranus and see where it splits.
Yeah. However far, some of us are pretty tired.
I'm gonna need some sleep soon.
So let's
mean,
do it for.
I think these
Couple
tracks are
hours.
pretty well in. You know what I mean? He rode a pretty hard carriage. We can follow in a little bit, and whenever you guys feel like we need to crash, we crash, or we can crash here and start in the morning.
So how many
Let's start
hours
order.
are you going to dedicate to this?
Say like.
How much time does everybody need?
If we're on the verge of exhaustion, that probably means we need a long rest, right?
Yeah, I need a long rest.
Let's go for.
2 hours.
Yep. What time is it?
It is
It's-
nighttime, which I
it
know
is
you guys are
night.
used to, but we could stop and rest
Yeah.
for the
Because here's the
night.
thing.
That's what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
really function that well in daytime, and I would like to be at 100% for whatever we're going to run into. So if we can get a good distance at night, and then we can just sleep during most of the day.
What time of night is it? Is it like almost morning?
It's actually fairly early evening. It's
Oh.
you guys. Well, it's about 11 p.m. ish. Probably where this is going.
Is the
Actually,
sun
no,
out or
no,
the
I'm
moon out?
sorry. I'm totally, yeah.
Moon, yeah.
The moon's out.
Can I make a nature check? See what time it is.
I mean,
I would say it's
we
like
can
11,
guesstimate.
it's
Yeah, we
11
can
p.m.
guesstimate. We know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's.
Yeah, and I appreciate that you want to be at top strength, but we got 3 of us on the verge of exhaustion.
Yeah.
All right, then let's take a break. Can't have you guys.
You
not
guys
at
did get
100% for this.
directions, if I remember, to how.
Buddy doesn't pull
I
carriages, does he?
rested earlier.
Again,
He could.
have one.
You have a carriage?
We don't.
We didn't find
Oh,
one either.
That's true. I guess we haven't found one now. We wouldn't see it. Hell. You're right.
Okay, so okay. Let's.
You're lucky,
let's,
buddy.
Let's take a knee, I guess.
I pull my bedroll out.
I'll take watch for this.
All right, so we doing the long rest?
Yeah, let's get that in.
Okay, so you took those hours and just immediately. Where are you guys taking the long rest? Right by the shed, or?
I'd say we pull off to the side a little bit,
I
clear
say
out
we-
the
yeah.
way.
We're gonna get a good distance away
We went a
from.
little ways.
So,
in.
so you go like your 2 hours that you were saying? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
yeah.
doing? Oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Let me just. Yeah. Cool. I would say with your 2 hours, you're able to make it. You kind of make it to the most northern point of the lake. As you're following this along. Again, you're a little deep into more of the grassy lands, a little on the edge of the jungle. It kind of depends where you have to go for everything as you're following these tracks. Yeah, you would see these seem to be continually going along the lake that you can see. I will say with that nature check that you're doing, you get the sense that actually go ahead and make that nature check for me that you wanted to do there, Keen.
19.
19. Yeah, I would say you probably know within anywhere from the next 8 to 12 hours, it is probably going to rain. You see some clouds forming around what's going to happen, but you're not exactly sure what that is. So how are you guys making camp?
If we're right on the edge of town, are there like houses or there buildings that we
You're on
can?
the edge of town. You're just on the north point of the lake.
Yeah, there's
Like-
still wilderness around us, so
I
I
make
think maybe the densest part of
a
a
little
tree.
farmer,
Let's
a
see.
little fire.
I got it, but
It's
yeah,
out. So
I
we
got like a
just-
blanket. So
Darkness.
let's see.
You guys slept while we were gone, right?
Yeah, I did at least.
Yeah, I slept. My circadian rhythm is really off. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you all are where you see Raska Lake. You're just at the north point there. You can kind of see Nicodranus there for you guys to give you guys a sense of about kind of where everything is.
Okay.
So yeah, I still want to at least get some tree cover because if it's gonna be raining, that's gonna help us not get as drenched.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, well, we're pretty close to Nicodranus at this point.
It's still pretty ways off though.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
few days.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay,
few
okay.
days.
So let's
Let's
take a
make
little.
camp then.
Yeah, let's take a knee.
Okay. So how, because we're a little bit of different sleep cycles at this point, so I gotta keep track of this. How is the watch going for this?
I'll take the first watch for this. I'm a little. I can function with pretty little sleep anyway, so
Yeah, and you theoretically can't rest
that's true.
because you've
Yeah.
already, it would be too short of a period of time.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's fine. Is anyone, I guess, so is it Skaha, Aelanthor, and Talvin all taking the watch together while the other 3 rest?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In that case, you guys start to go to sleep. The 3 of you make a perception check for me. I'll have some form of dark.
I'll cast guidance on myself.
Oh wait, should I do an
15.
advantage because I have dark vision?
I don't think it gives you advantage. It
It's
just
not
means
advantage.
you
Yeah,
can
you don't
see.
get disadvantage. Is what.
Let's see. Well, I only got an 8, so it's
There's
pretty
a
sad.
15 for Calvin.
Okay.
Level
Thor.
17. My last knowledge from past life to get up to 19.
Okay. Did you watch that? And Thor, I'm gonna say that there is like this low growling that you're hearing from off in the distance. And with you guys aren't resting, so you're like kind of active, and I would say kind of like the part that's probably the northmost of where you're camped, the one that goes deeper into the jungle. There's kind of these deep guttural, at least one deep guttural growl. And you see there, that's 19, you see the outline of like a head and two like, see what pretty massive head, like animal looking with eyes that the fire like kind of glances off of that seems to be watching.
Does it look like in silhouette like the animal that I could possibly know about? Like,
it's hard to tell from this. I mean, I would say that this is you get more that it's a type of animal, or it's a. I mean, you don't even know. You don't know if it's natural or more magical or anything like that.
over 120 feet away?
No, but it's behind like bush and those things, if you get what I'm saying. So you don't get color, right?
Yeah.
And then you just get outlines on top of that. So I'd say you get with all that you get that there's something there. It's pretty big, but as far as exactly what type with its with the way it's in the brush, you can't make out its full form.
Tap Calvin Skaha, gesture over to where I saw something big out there.
How big?
No.
All right. As you guys begin to move, you can see it kind of notices you and kind of like ducks down and tries. You can it's kind of like as weird as you see its shape contrasting with the shape of like the leaves and stuff, and it's really difficult because again, there's no color to make this out. So sometimes it's a hard thing to
I'm gonna
totally
pop
track.
some torchlight glow sticks and cast light, and then I'm just gonna lob them to where
Oh.
Lanthor may have seen them, just so I can get a good look at that.
All right, it's moving around. Just make a essentially a thrown attack roll for me and see how that goes.
Okay.
For
Dexterity. Pop. That's good. It's 18.
18. Yeah, so that gets like right about where it is, and it for the briefest moment it lights and kind of the color comes in, and I would say you make out. At first, you think maybe it's some type of just natural, like big cat.
Mhm.
And then as it falls, there's two things that catch you. Is one, you see a tentacle that's off its back, and you notice it also has
I'm sorry, one more time.
has a tentacle that's coming off of its back, at least one that you make out, and it has 6 legs.
That is some Pandora shit.
Oh, no. This is. Why do we always get the Lovecraft stuff?
I love it though.
And I would say with that, it's more startled and kind of off. Backs up.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of advance just a little bit, so I'm like halfway between where I saw it and the group, and
Okay.
just play a little sentinel game, like a little bit of chicken, just go out there.
Make a perception check.
It's a natural 2 plus 4. Nope.
You see nothing. It just seems to be quiet. You don't hear anything. Even or like there's no more growl sound or anything like that. I mean, there's the snap of twigs, some nighttime birds, but whatever that was, you don't seem to hear it anymore.
Keep an eye out, guys. We're not alone out here.
Mm,
And I kind of
I don't
return.
like this.
No, this sucks.
So you guys kind of take a a nervous watch at the end of this, but eventually, I would say, yeah, we do get sunrise, and everyone wakes naturally up. There is no more nervousness of this.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
We have none, but get up.
Sorry.
All right, so you guys all gain the benefit of a long rest, which means that a few of your spellcasters, you get to prepare different spells if you so desire. You get full HP, half of your max hit dice back if you spent any.
Checking. Okay.
Where do I find that on the app?
There should be a long rest button.
Yeah, I did the long
It's
rest, but
the
as far as the hit
fireplace.
dice, tracking
It should,
the hit
it,
dice.
should,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it should do that if you expended them.
Okay.
So, Keen, what you see is you guys probably have a good, you've at least an hour. You're not sure past that. Anywhere from 1 to 2 hours before rain hits, and a lot of the things you are following are likely to not be around.
Guys, there's a storm inbound.
All right.
I don't want to be pushy, but
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah,
won't be able to follow
absolutely.
the tracks much better in the rain.
What's up for a good morning jog?
I hate the rain. We gotta go.
So, are you
Let's follow
gonna
the
take
tracks
this
of
at
ready.
a fast pace or normal pace?
I would love a fast pace, actually.
I would also
Go
like
on,
to
I
go
think.
fast, and I just want to keep an eye out. I just want to be looking, listening, seeing if till we get.
The little wolf knows.
Okay, so I say I'm going to let you track normal, but at a fast pace, perceptions, I think at -5. So, or the DC is up essentially. So, go ahead and make another to kind of get this last bit of it. Let's make another survival check, Keen, with advantage because you're being helped.
I'm gonna give you some guidance before you say anything. It's gonna add a D4 to you.
It won't matter. I got a boop boop boo. Let me roll a D4 real quick. Oh, it's a 4, a 7. Or no, that's 9. Sorry.
9 total.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna say, I'm gonna say, for the purposes of this, you're able to follow it enough to know that it's going to stay outside of the jungle as it makes its way around west of the lake. And as you guys begin to get kind of, just as you're starting to clear, trying to get to the point where you've got kind of more clear, like I would say fields, grasslands, that type of thing. Not really fields, but sure brush, but more like high grass. But you still have the jungle to your right, or to the east. You lose the trail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guys,
And
I don't see
about this
anything.
time, it starts raining down.
Well, the rain came a little early, guys.
But
Is there any natural
this was
shelter?
2 hours you guys took. I mean, you can go into the jungle if you want, or you could continue to travel.
Let's continue at least. I don't want to feel like backtracking.
Or just get it to Naked Honest.
Wait.
Let's.
There.
All right, so we're moving on. All right,
Okay,
Rousga, instead of
Let's
carrying the
continue.
axe, is carrying 2 javelins.
All right. So you guys have a choice. So you can attempt to, the best you can, go through the grasslands and just try to hit where Nicodranas is, or you can go north, kind of hugging the jungle, and find the road that you know is there.
Mm,
I do having a good
No.
wide field of vision, so that we don't have anything sneaking up on us. I I'm gonna go with just staying in the grass.
Okay.
Yeah.
If the
Because you
grass
guys know
is
that
tall.
that's going to be
Yeah.
harder for you guys to maintain your direction as far as exactly where you want to go.
I see.
Because like now there's no mark where you're going to go, oh, it's that way, right? Because you kind of know that, hey, if we hug the jungle
In
net,
that
we're going to find
case-
a road. But the other way, you're just kind of headed generally west, which means you'll probably get there, but you might kind of get to the shore and have to walk the shore or something along those lines. It's hard to know exactly.
I think we should hug the jungle.
In the rain,
And
I don't know if we'll make it through.
I don't know.
I think we
Well, we're
take the
not
road
going
that
in.
we know.
We're not
Well,
going.
that's what
we're
yeah,
not
that's what
going
she's
in
saying.
the jungle.
Hug the jungle and find the
On
road.
the side.
Yeah.
And if we hear anything sketchy, we go back to the grass.
I agree with that.
I can live with that.
Let's go.
Okay. So you're walking that way. What's how are you guys traveling? What's your formation?
I want
I'll be-
to take Elanthor and go in the back, like back 20 feet. I want to have a little talk with him.
I'll stick
Ooh.
next to Keen, and if there's any kind of guidance on trying to get us to the road, I'll try and help him with that.
Okay.
I'll stand behind Talbot.
I'll bring up the rear amongst the people that aren't breaking off to talk.
Okay. So it's kind of like the main group, but then there's these two on the. Okay. Cool.
Keen, that makes you the front.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So it's Keen, Talvin,
Skaha.
Skaha, and then Raska.
Yeah, and then
And then
Azrael
Azrael
and
and Elanthor are kind of back talking.
All right. Then Elanthor and Azrael can have your conversation.
Yeah, so I like kind of grab your arm and just walk really slow, and I say, while we were pulling up to with the boat to the beach, I noticed something a little odd about you that you haven't shared with me, but and I'm like giving you an opportunity to jump in right there. Like,
Is it?
Can't hear you.
Am I muted?
There you go.
there you go, man.
Was it the greenish skin that kind of gave it away?
yeah, it did. I study necromancy, so yeah, I kind of an knack for these things.
Yeah. Don't really know how I got this way.
We
I'll-
can't hear you super great.
Yeah, you might want to fix that mic, buddy.
Is it better now?
That's better, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You can maybe look at a chat.
So I don't really know how I became this. I was telling Talvin earlier when you guys were bringing the kids back that about 2 months ago I woke up, no memory, name, and that's how it's been since.
Chocolates, sorry, chocolates, walnut squares, molasses chips.
Okay. It's really interesting for me. I am invested in learning more about this with you. Is there anything else you can tell me about your situation?
Well, as I told you back at the hut, the warehouse, when I woke up, it's really more in populated areas. I see faint glimpses of beings, if that makes sense.
Like what like undead beings, or like what kind of beings are we talking about?
Ghosts, spirits, they're not doing anything. They're mostly as if they're living their normal life undisturbed. But No one regards them. As far as I know, I don't know if anyone else sees them.
But did you see anything at the warehouse, the stone warehouse that we were in?
Did I see what back at warehouse, all that?
You did not.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see anything. Okay. I see my brother. He died when we were little, and I see him sometimes. And it was only this yesterday that he spoke to me for the first time, and I am just left with so many questions. I was hoping you could help out a little bit, but
I'm at a loss for answers myself. You probably guessed.
well, if you know of any way that we can get some answers, I mean, maybe I can take you back to the college with me, but then I'm there with you, and I would appreciate if you let me in on that journey.
Of course. Hopefully we'll find, if we do go up there. I do have some inkling about my past in the Empire. I woke up, I guess, in the area. But I like that loose thread.
Well, I look forward to getting to know you more, and figure this out with you. And then I kind of speed back up with the rest.
Yeah.
Of
So as you kind of finishing this conversation, Azrael, you make out this six-legged, huge cat, black, and what you would think as far as actually like this kind of almost seal skin, these two tentacles, as it has kind of come out of the jungle and is rushing you. It succeeded against Aelanthor, but did not succeed against you, and it's against your passive. So you may roll initiative real quick here.
oh boy. Okay.
Do I see
I
this?
got,
No, you don't. I think that's it.
You
Just went
don't.
past your passive.
Yeah.
Anyone getting like, you ever seen Avatar where like that six-legged cat thing
Yeah.
that he gets
What-
chased?
what
It's
was
like
the
that.
total?
What do you mean, Princess Mononoke, when that thing crawls out of the forest?
Azrael,
No,
what
no,
was
no,
your
no,
total?
no. Like in
21.
Okay. So you get to act.
We'll find it.
Oh, what am I expecting this? Okay, so I just see this beast run at me.
Mhm, it's charging.
I am gonna yell really loud and just book it the other way. I'm just gonna run away from it. I don't think I would have this.
As soon as I hear her yell, can I just immediately cast my blood maledict on it to try to trap
Well,
it?
I would say that it's going to get a surprise. It's going to get a surprise round on everybody except Azrael. So
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So
I wouldn't. I would just book it. I would just run as
sure. Yeah.
Legit.
I will say. Let me double check it. What is your speed?
Speed is 30 feet.
30 feet. So you're able to get 60 away from it, because I'm assuming you're action dashing the way you're describing that. It is going to get a attack on you.
Ah, shit.
So you see one of its tentacles kind of tries to get you at there. And that will be a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, and so there's two things that kind of happen. It knocks against you for 6, and then on this kind of pad of the tentacle, there's these spikes that stick into your flesh, dealing an additional 6 piercing. So that's 6 bludgeoning and 6 piercing damage.
Yikes.
Oh God.
It then is going to take its turn against Elanthor, or Lanthor, in which the two tentacles are going to come at you real quick here.
Down.
So first one is 10. So that's going to go totally over your head. So you just see this tentacle like go past the back of your head as you see Azrael run past you. And then this next one, that's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Is that 9 and 1? So it's 10 total damage as that strikes you.
Okay.
At this point, between her cry and you guys aren't that far away, so you guys see her book past you, almost to the front of the line. Sorry, see him, see Azrael. You see he passes all of you, and at this point, everyone may roll initiative.
Oh baby.
But I do know 2 people are
20.
Nice.
Roscoe's back.
What'd you get?
I see it. I
Roscoe?
see it.
5.
5. Right. Talvin.
Talvin. Sorry, I'm doing math. 19.
19. And then Elanthor.
15.
15.
Yeah.
So Elanthor, I have 15. Talvin, I've got 19. Skaha, I've got 20. Roska, I got 5. Keen, I've got 14. Nazar, I got 21. Is that correct?
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Excellent. Let's go ahead. Start this thing. All right. So I'll say for this, let's get going this. So we're going to move over then. Start our process.
Lanthor, what'd you get for your initiative?
15.
It was Lanthor and then Keen.
I had 14.
Okay.
Oh, are we gonna see a little diorama?
Oh,
Diorama?
baby.
Yes. I love these.
Stuff going. We got an aerial as always. So we're gonna have Razga. You've kind of been up the front there. Let's get this. You were back here. Talvin, you were up with the group.
Yeah.
Sky, you were kind of chilling there as well. You were here and you had moved up, so you're actually more like here, there. And then Keen, you're up front like that. I believe that's everybody, except
Yep.
Here we have the guy right there.
E.
Oh
well,
wow.
Right there. So we can get a better visual there. Let's just move you up for the heck of it.
Oh,
There you go,
Lanthor.
Deuces.
Oh,
Fucking dead.
Nah, you'll be okay, man. You'll be okay.
All right. So to give you guys just my aerial camera fell. That's not good. We'll be okay there then. Let's go back to that. All right. Let's be good for this. Okay. So then up top of this is actually going to be Azrael.
Yeah, I am going to cast False Life on myself. Save some skin.
Okay.
So I have
goes
8.
around, get this energy. Anything else?
Just keep running. for my movement.
Oh, for your movement. So you go, you continue running. Okay. So you're just like, I'm not even messing.
Not the full 30 feet, probably, but probably like a good 10 or 15 more feet.
Okay, so say you get all the way here. You're
Yeah.
kind of say you're looking back a little bit and
Yeah.
seeing what's
Yeah, and
going
then
on. So, all right, perfect. Skaha.
I turn around and I pretty much scream, "Oh, God, Alanthor!" And I was like, just like run! But I also like to. How far away is this cat from me? Well,
Like
let's
30
see,
feet, probably.
About 20, 25
feet?
feet. Yeah, 20, 25 feet.
25 feet. From that distance, I can't really throw. I can't throw anything. I'm not going to risk losing another dagger. But can I spot any soft spots on this cat? Because this cat looks pretty lean and muscly.
I mean, make a perception check.
What? Oh, 3. Never mind. I
This
thought
is
it
scary.
almost landed.
Yeah, I would say, in fact, even as you're looking at it, it almost it's weird. It makes it really hard. It almost looks like it's in a few places at once. So like when it's still, but as it was kind of moving, it almost looked like it had maybe like 12 or 18 legs, and like things are moving. Like it doesn't seem to be all in one place all the time.
Skittery.
Okay.
Okay, I think that'll end my turn, but I'm gonna ready my rapier because I see that this thing is booking it.
Ready for what? If it runs past
I don't
you?
know. I'm going to ready myself for an. If it runs past me, or close to me, I want to try and get a good stab.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, Talvin.
So I'm just gonna.
All right. Hearing that commotion behind me, Talvin's gonna go into soldier mode and just kind of spin around for the 180 and try and get 15 feet to it. So I may be kind of next to Alanthor when I get there.
This would be 20 to be there.
All right, that'll be fine. And I hope this reaches. And then he's going to rub his hands together and kind of do his good Vegeta impression. Put his hands out and he's going to cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's
Excellent.
see. So that's a Dex save of 12.
Okay.
Looking at this thing, it might not work.
That's 11.
Oh shit! Okay, cool.
Nice.
All right, so full damage on that. 3d6. Let's see here. 7 points of flaming damage.
Okay. So as you see, it doesn't get fully out of the way, but even with the fail, it actually seems to move out of a good portion of the damage.
Okay. All right, and then that's that there. And that's gonna be my turn.
All right. Elanthor.
I'm gonna spin around. Let me just check to see this. No, because that could fuck us both up. I'm gonna bonus action hex the thing. Disadvantage on give it dexterity checks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whack him with my sword. That is 19 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. So then that is a D10 and a D6. Boop.
Actually, I'm sorry. You're gonna have a disadvantage on that.
So yes, and that's a 14.
14. It still hits.
Cool.
So you're able to go through and you actually kind of like look, and it's hard to tell. It's like almost looks like it's in a few places at once, and your swing just kind of goes through an illusion and then smacks it.
All right, so that's 10 points of slashing and 3 points of necrotic.
Okay, excellent. 13 total. All right, as you slice it down, it begins to bleed kind of this, like almost this like purplish blood kind of comes down inside.
All right. I'm just gonna prepare for an attack. For anything that comes my way, and that's my turn.
All right, Keen.
Am I within 30 feet of that?
You are just within 30 feet, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna immediately turn around,
Mhm.
put my hand to my waist, cut my hand with my blade, my dagger, throw the blood out. Little snake's gonna come out and slither across the floor. I'm gonna cast my blood maledictive binding. It's just a strength of 12.
Strength save.
12.
All right. Yeah, it's 15.
Nope. So then I just
Fists.
with my 30 feet of movement, would I be able to get close enough, or are those two blocking me?
They'll let you move through their space. I'll let allies do that. So
All right, I just want to get up close to Sky then, and then just take a shot from right there with my
Okay.
action.
Sure.
$15,
That hits.
and that is 5 damage.
And so, Anthony, you actually, I'm sorry, you moved up because you were doing melee attack.
Yeah, I did.
You're up there. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. And then it is its turn.
Okay, so we got that.
It is going to disengage. And actually kind of bolts Alfindir into the brush of the thick jungle.
Huh. That was weird.
Is it
What
kind
was
of
that
go,
But
Oh boy. Okay.
Man, I don't know what's going on with my magics lately.
so Razgai, would be your turn.
All right, so I can't see where he is.
Let me make a perception check.
Yeah, Rosgau's famous for his perception.
laser focus.
Could have been worse. 14.
14. Let's make it quick. Eye check. Yeah. I would say you get the general idea that it is like you could it's probably say about 50 feet away from you in the jungle there, kind of making its retreat.
All right, then what I'll do is, first of all, as a bonus action, I would like to rage. And then I'll move, let me get around to where I'm standing, basically right in between Elanthor and Talvin.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold my breath weapon attack in case he gets in range.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
All right, then that would be Azrael.
Okay. I will run up to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Say, good job, guys.
Yeah, you've been a big help.
Slap him over the head.
All right. Yeah. So
Gib slap.
Yeah. So Ska, Talvin, Alan Thor, Ilan Thor, Keen, whatever you guys want to prepare or do.
I'm just filled with confusion because I'm so used to things following through and killing us.
If
See.
it gets within 20
Can I make
feet
a
of us.
perception check to see if I to see him?
Yeah.
Where is that at? Right here.
I'm just gonna cast Sanctuary on myself real quick.
15.
Okay. Sure. 15. Yeah. You see him. I mean, he's a good distance away. You kind of see like the pieces of his body like moving away from you through the jungle. Seems to be, seems that whatever it was trying to do, it quickly thought twice about it.
Seems it's leaving, guys.
How far away is it? Does it seem?
I don't think that matters. I think we just need to book it as fast as we
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
I mean, from you, Anthor, it's about 40 feet.
40 feet? Just because I'm petty. I'm going to cast Shatter on it.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Constitution.
go.
saving throw.
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm petty. I tried to keep him in place.
12.
12 fails.
Okay.
Let's go.
3d8 thunder.
What kind of save was that, Con?
Con.
I gotta remember that.
That's 13 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Yeah, so you just shatters and you hear this little whimper from the jungle. I would say at this point, so that's basically back to its turn. It moves much further away. You can see it kind of going more and more away, and now it's going to be Razga.
All right. Rosgol's going to tell everybody to keep moving, and he's going to keep facing where the creature ran to, but moving on down the road with everybody else.
Is this
If
still
they
120 feet away?
It is.
Would I even know what kind of creature we just fought? Just from looking at it and fighting it real quick.
Hmm.
I mean, there's a chance. So why don't we just do a survival check? Or nature, your choice. So survivor or nature check for me.
I'll take the survival. And I don't know anything. 11.
Yeah, no, I would say you're not sure what that was.
Oh, is that a Fey Fiend or what you call
Undead?
it? Fey Fiend or undead?
It is not.
Okay.
Is it within 60 feet?
Not currently.
Is it within 120 feet from me?
We're just gonna dump everything in there.
It would be just 120 feet from you.
Oh, just blast.
Bro, come on. Oh my god.
What if we run into something
I
else?
want this.
That's at
He
least a
wants
cantrip,
man.
so I will let that slide.
Okay.
That is an 8, so that probably doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
On this, he's a sniper rifle and people.
Oh, wait, I forgot to. Would I add on hex damage for Shatter? Because I forgot to do that.
He wants to kill.
I know.
Landor,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
He's thirsty.
That's an extra 6 necrotic damage Shatter.
Okay. All right.
Take that,
So,
kitty cat.
All right, and I would say with that check, you guys, it didn't look like overly hurt, but it was. I would say because you did nature too, you get the idea. It was it's in a hunting mode, and with the people breaking off from the pack is probably what provoked, or at least when it chose to attack.
I want it.
I Lanthor, buddy. I think we just need to run right now. This thing is not good. Let's just start moving around. And I'm gonna motion everybody to get in front of me and Razga.
Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming.
I'm
Yes,
gonna stand right next to Rosga and kind of hold his arm a little bit. I'm a little afraid.
Okay.
Rosga switches back from his javelins to his two-handed axe.
Sword
Okay.
never goes away. I'm just riding right next to Talvin.
Okay, so you guys kind of keep a tight formation and move down the road.
Stay in the
Yeah.
front as usual.
Yeah, I would say in this formation you don't see it doesn't seem to attack again. And again, I think he kind of got this sense of it's kind of unique. So I'm gonna say with that, you guys would definitely have a few more days travel. What would you guys like to accomplish for this? Is there anything you guys wanted to do during your travel days?
I think Talvin kind of just sticks to himself. He's really dead set on just having to get there as soon as possible, so you won't be really doing much with this traveling, other than just
Okay.
getting there.
I guess.
Rosga wants
Just
to
thinking
pull
about the
Keen
red
aside.
glow.
Okay.
Rosga pulls Keen aside.
What's up, big fella?
I killed you. Said,
All right.
just so you know, they
I
had my
remember.
mind. They had my mind.
I know, friend.
If they take my mind again, kill me back.
Will do. No hard feelings.
This is not the first time a spell has fooled Rosga swinging his axe. And he runs his finger down the scar.
You bet it isn't.
Oh shit!
Says when I was younger, my older brother cast a spell on an anvil and told me that it was a log and bet me that I couldn't cut the log with one swing. And strength is the only thing Rosga has. So I tried to break the log, hit the anvil, the axe came back, and that's where I got this scar. And that's why I keep my axe in such good shape. Because the next time I swing it under a spell, if it goes wrong, I want it to kill me. I want it to end the job. Rosga was born to die.
I
Hand
think
on
you
your
were meant
shoulder.
for more than that. But we'll see.
Hardcore.
tell my
I'm not
mother
gonna
and
lie
father
either. I honestly thought it was a lot cooler story than what you gave me. I don't know if we should tell everybody that or if we
Yeah.
should. You want me to keep that
I
to
mean,
myself? Is that a
Great
secret? I'm not
battle
sure.
wound.
Battle
No
wound.
secret. No
Understand.
secret. I will
No,
tell
great
you
battle
a
wound.
secret. I will tell you a secret.
What's that secret, Roscoe?
Sometimes Rosga is spy. Shh. Then he walks away.
He's just
Oh man,
all right.
that's awesome.
Oh man.
All right. I'll say if there's nothing else, you guys at this point, the crew here will find the road, and it's kind of more of a fun path for the most part. And let's say with this, we're gonna do a group survival check.
Let's see.
I don't like poo poo.
Ooh, a 20.
I'm not giving myself guidance. That's a 4.
14,
7.
20. I added on one of my things. So 20.
Okay. I would say with that, you guys didn't do awesome, but you get the sense that somewhere, I mean, just from even it's rained, it's hard, but you do get the sense that this is likely where the wagon was headed at one point. And from here, it's hard to tell. But as you kind of find the road, you kind of see like, hey, something else big has made its way similar to the path of ours onto this road as well in the general area.
And this is the road to Nicodranus.
Yeah, if you go the right direction, which you guys know. And I would say for this, as you guys begin your travel, and move it, I'll ask you this, because we'll see you guys are resting at regular intervals at this point. What time do you guys aim to get to Nicodranus?
Huh.
Is it like sundown?
Yeah, I definitely would have liked to pitch the idea of traveling at night more often.
Yeah.
So
I
let's see.
agree with that.
I have no problem working the night.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
But just to make sure, so I got a long rest in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. I was very hurt.
So yeah, I would. Yeah, maybe you could probably get there. Middle of the night.
Yeah. So you guys from this encounter with that beast, it was about, we'll say it was about 3 days travel time that it took you guys to do that. So you've had long rests and moving along there. But this is a road. So I'll say a few things though that we do need to actually before we totally arrive. How have you guys decided to dress yourselves based on what you found in the village to try to blend in to this non-Jarhasian area?
I would have stowed the black and purple armor in one of the saddlebags on Buddy if it had fit, and if there was just standard leather armor in the village, I would have that on. If not, then I'm wearing like just bland clothing that I had on before.
Okay.
A little bit worn, but it doesn't look like Jorhasian.
Okay, they didn't have leather armor, so you would be without your armor then as you're walking this last bit then.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have armor on.
And
Yeah.
as part of Roscoe's background, he has a set of fine clothes. So it's a white linen shirt and slacks and a pair of sandals and it all just looks way too finely tailored for a barbarian dragonborn.
Nice. What background was that again?
He may or may not be a spy
Oh,
for the Gritters.
We didn't hear that.
No. Yeah. No, you got your.
This is a secret.
I know.
Right? Yeah. No, never mind. Shows the feature. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're so. Yeah, you watch as Razgat pulls out some nice threads and gets them. Just looks and looks way different. And even begins to carry himself a little differently, like kind of more straight back, more like, oh, I'm going to be around a different type of people. It's kind of interesting.
Looking sharp, buddy.
Not expect that.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Jorhas.
All right, fine. Like, I know I'm not gonna get a better answer than that.
All right, Talbot, what are you doing?
I would have found the dingiest, roughed up kind of leathers I would find. I would have taken off the scale mail that I've been treading around with, but I would keep my shield on my back. Get a poncho up with a hood, and then had my hair kind of cover my face a bit, and then kind of cover my face with some mud as much as I can, just so that my drow skin doesn't seem too easy to see.
Okay.
Let me go full predator mode.
Okay, so try to be muddy as much as possible.
And sorry to go backwards, but Roscoe was willing to answer the question. I just didn't have my notes ready.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. You're good. I was just trying to remember. I know exactly what you're talking about now. Just my brain wasn't there. You don't have to review anything you don't want to. I know what's up.
Yeah, well, I was just going to tell Talvin that I was from the Gallimaufry district of Jorhas, over by the Corona district, where all the goblins live.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. That part of town. I actually don't even know what district I'm from, but we'll just let that slide.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. All right.
And I'm trying to find really quick. What is your holy symbol?
For me?
Yeah.
It would have been just kind of It's a hollowed out dodecahedron that has on like a metal chain that kind of just goes.
It's an amulet, right?
It's an amulet. Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Cool.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
What do you wear? How are you wearing your symbol?
It would have been. I've buried it just around my neck right now. Like
Because you keep it on your neck, but it's just underneath your clothes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Azrael.
Got my khakis on. I probably picked up a shirt from the village, like some graphic tee that says, "This cat isn't afraid to scratch," or something.
Wow.
Woven together from the leaves. Yes.
Nice.
Bringing
and,
it.
and my rain boots, my classic rain boots.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
What
Love
section
it.
of Hot Topic is that?
That would be D23. I work at Hot Topic, by the way.
Nice. Nice.
Oh,
D23 and D12, probably.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have liked to comb my hair though, because it was very matted. So I want to cut it or brush it. Probably looking a little hacked right now.
Okay.
I want to point out that
All right,
Atlanta's
and
hair is
Keen.
like kind of pulled back,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not like a bun.
Okay.
I would probably just have. I've seen one of you guys mend before, right? Which one of you guys were the mender?
I may or may not have that prepared today.
Would you be able to fix my clothes real quick? You just see that he just has a couple
Alright,
cuts from where
All
he
right.
slipped.
So let's just assume during the travels. Whew,
Just boom.
go.
Appreciate that, and his sleeves just pull back up, and that's it. He doesn't really know anything about out here, so he
Okay.
doesn't know to get changed. You know what I mean? To him, this is regular. He just wants to stay low key.
Yeah,
He
I
just
mean,
wants
you know,
I tuck my
you
scarf
don't
in.
want, you don't want to look like you're from the dynasty.
I just tuck the ends of my scarf in
You're
because
aware of that.
I just don't want my blood hunter symbol to be seen. I just tuck it in.
Yeah. I'd say ultimately what you guys understand is that you would know this because when you're at war, you kind of know the general what's going on. Is that the Nicodrona specifically and the Empire, they have like the Empire partly polices Nicodranus, even though it's not part of the Empire.
Right.
So there are soldiers there, and so there's kind of like, it's weird, kind of both Empire and Clovis Concord laws apply, and it's a very strange arrangement because of the border that it shares, where the rest of the Menagerie Coast doesn't operate like that, but Nicodranus does. So then Scott.
Okay. Disguise kit. Let's go.
Yeah, give me
like, hold on. You cannot rush perfection. And I go behind some trees and I proceed. It's like, I'm almost done. It's been like 30 minutes. I'm like, it's fun. I'm like working makeup and fixing my clothes. And I come out. You guys see a little old lady.
Whoa.
Nice.
I'm
You guys
hunched
got this
over
green-
and I found like a stick and I'm just using it as a fake cane. And I kind of hobble over. Like, let's go.
Oh no.
that is fantastic.
I think you overcommitted.
Give me so with that, you know what, Sky, you're gonna make the check for the party here. So what I want you to do is actually give me a disguise roll kit. So that should be I think that should be wisdom plus proficiency for you.
Okay, let's see. Should I roll? How should I roll this?
So you can roll a d20 and then you can add add 2 and then add, let me actually look what Sky has. So it can be Dex actually, because I don't want this to be working for you. Let me look at you really
So you
quick.
have an 18 plus 2, that'll be a 20.
Yeah, then another 2, so 22. Yeah, so Sky kind of gives you guys a few pointers. You suddenly realize the rest of you, like, it's kind of like, yeah, let's like this little old lady Skaha like straightens things and is in character the whole time. And
Stop.
that's gonna be
Mom,
pretty
stop.
good. Pretty
Come
good.
on!
Oh, like,
You ever see Avatar: The Last Airbender? It's just like Aang dresses himself up. With the
Yes!
office for- See what I've done.
Now,
Raul's
Scott,
got
do
leak.
you still have your hat on, or is there something else going on?
I have a veil over myself.
Okay, she did the veil, so the
Mhm.
veil is covering.
Yeah, the
So
hat
Raul's
will
got
make the veil weird, but it still hides.
Mhm.
Raul's got turns to everybody and says, "Tieflings keep appearing and disappearing."
I
They're
go
really good at
tap on the
that.
shoulder. I tap him on the shoulder and say, "They sure do, buddy." And just keep walking.
We had this many, and then this many, and now this many.
All right.
What?
So you guys approach Nicodranus. The road goes around and actually kind of meets to where you could kind of take the road and skip and go north, which would be towards the Empire, but it kind of and through the mountains. But you take it just south, and you come upon the main Nicodranus gate, or at least you can. So you guys going to try to go through the gate or another means?
I say we
Well,
go
you
gate.
got a little old lady up here.
Yeah.
I feel like the gate, yeah, we don't want to be too suspicious with this. I think we look good. We look good, right? Yeah.
I
Sure,
look at
clean
you.
cut-
I'm like,
clean cut
sure. I'm just like, yeah, you look fine.
Just channel my Daryl Dixon for me real
The
quick.
15-year-old just turned into an old woman.
Good,
15 to like 85.
Oh wait, Azrael, take my hand. You can be like my son or something, escorting.
Yeah,
me.
I just stand.
Like,
I
I'll
just
take
stand
your
behind her
arm.
like I'm walking my grandma with him.
With my cane.
Just play the.
All y'all like lump your
No,
bags and shit on
Azrael
top of
looks
buddy.
more like me.
Like, I'll just pass it by.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. You can be my grandma for the next little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So
sorry.
you guys
Lead
get
me
to the
past the
gate.
gate.
And you see two soldiers there, dressed up. You guys recognize them as righteous brands, are on the gate there. And some of you guys realize there's pieces of their armor that look actually a little similar to Ilanthar's, here and there, and so like little pieces, at least what he usually wore. He's not wearing currently. But they're there. They kind of see you guys a little off in the distance, stop you about 20, 30 feet away. You're like, halt! What is your business here?
I hop off buddy, and I take like a step forward, not getting too close to them. It's like, hi, we're coming down from inside the Empire. We're here traveling. We're transporting our different grandmother to the coast. She's always wanted to see this beautiful city. So we're just fulfilling a lifelong dream for her.
Yeah, ever since I was a young boy, she would talk about the gray land of Nicodranus. Trying to help him out a little bit.
Yeah.
I look at the guards and I kind of waddle up like, oh, handsome young man. Going to lift the gate. I've wanted to see the shore for so long. These people are just helping me.
Okay. So I'm going to say they full on, because you were checked before, believe you are an elderly grandma. But Azra, I do need a deception check as you disguise your accent.
Well,
12.
Don't worry, I have an idea if it doesn't work out.
Yeah, I do
So-
too. It's called attack.
Um,
Listen.
Murder?
all right. So what I'm going to say is that they do end up, they're suspicious. But Elder, you did really good. So what we're going to do is I'd say that you're going to get a straight roll for this, just straight up persuasion.
Okay.
Because I'm going to say that because of the rows before, this is more just convincing them to let you in at night, because they kind of buy what's going on. But they just need to be, they're not really supposed to let anybody in.
Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay, so yes, it is late. We hope you can find somewhere. And they begin to let all of you in.
As I pass, leading buddy, say, do you by chance recommend a
Bless
place to
you.
stay? Someplace nice, cozy, comfy?
My bones are aching. Yes. Where's the nearest
Um,
inn?
we say Nagaras, we've been here maybe a few days. I do not know. Instead of being honest, there's kind of not really aware. These particular two are kind of new.
Oh,
Jimmy, I think we'll be okay.
Bloodshed.
Azzy, help your
okay.
grandmother.
Come along, old woman.
I guess at this point, I attempt to help Skaha up onto the horse.
Oh,
Old and tired.
Oh, buddy, moving through. Yeah.
oh, Belly, put me on, buddy.
So yeah, and again, you guys have kind of made your you traveling. So this is kind of actually beginning of the day for all of you, though it is night for everybody else. You come across, and this is this vast oceanside city that is Nicodranas. And there are multi-tiered buildings. The ocean breezes come in. You have the sweet smell of salt. You can even taste it on your tongue. And there's even like you can tell like there's preparations for tomorrow morning. There's people making like ale pies, and just all the scents are just kind of intoxicating there. It is a great deal. What do you guys want to do?
Fish,
Shit,
fish,
I didn't think we'd
fish.
get this far.
You're welcome.
What time of day is it?
It's night.
Nighttime.
It's kind of started the start of the night for the most part.
Is there anyone like out on the street right now, or
I mean, it's various people. Yeah, I mean, it's people walking around.
Food stalls out here.
Presumably. Is that what are you guys looking for food, or what do you guys want to look
Well,
for?
I
I think
want
we
to
can
look for some food.
let's look for some food.
Do you have a
See what we can
name? So the only thing you had is a name of someone who you could try to look for, if you remember from before.
Yeah, I have that name here.
Okay.
yeah?
So,
Sir, I stopped someone. I was like, do you know where the Lily longboat is? By chance?
yes, you're able to stop someone. They look sort of local, kind of more tannish skin. Gonna go. Yes, of course. There are. Goes. That would be up in the Noble district. Kind of looks you guys over and is like, I hope you have enough money. Is kind of.
Oh,
But yeah, it's kind of.
I have money.
Points up, give you guys a look,
My
and then actually sees Razgan, goes, "Oh, sir, maybe I'm so sorry, I did not see you there." But yes, you may find it, and gives you some good direction. Go, yeah, this is the finest flowers, or well, maybe not so fine anymore, right? Right? Yes.
Right.
You can tell is they laugh and. So they're kind of making a private joke about the Lily longboat with his companion, female companion as well.
All right. Rosga goes, ha ha, thank you, friend. Pats him on the shoulder and turns to everybody else and goes,
Before we part ways,
It's the same mood I'm in. Both of us.
do you by chance know of a good place to rest for the night? Cozy, quiet, calm, or not?
There's
Yeah.
many places.
My bones hurt.
we'll be fine.
What are you looking for?
Well, just someplace nice to rest for the night. Doesn't really matter
Pub would be a good start.
what he said.
What?
A pub,
Pub.
a tavern.
It
Young
says,
man in your alcohol.
it goes, well, you were looking for the Lily longboat. In that district, there is the Vogue Rogue.
Thank you.
Oh, gross.
Thank
I
you.
just step up and I say, where do the more questionable folk hang out?
Not get ahead of
okay.
ourselves, Kane. very forward about this. Like, where are the unsavory types?
Well, I
Kinda
want to keep
look-
away
Only
from that
in-
part.
Only
I wish
Yeah.
to keep away from that part.
Okay. I need. Goes doesn't quite know what to say. But kind of says, closer to the docks, I'm sure, and grabs his female companion and just starts to walk away. Not
It's a smart one.
exactly sure what to take.
Have
of
a good
that.
night.
And then Razga turns to the group and says, "If we find a tavern, I'll find lodging."
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Follow the big
I
guy.
turned to Keen and I was like, "Come on, man, I was doing so well.
We gotta be more direct. We gotta
I'm
shoot
just trying to
straight.
find us like
We
someplace
know-
like lie low.
Wait, but we know where the Lily Long where the Lily
What are we
Longboat is.
looking for to
That's not
sleep,
in.
anyways? Didn't we just sleep?
You did.
That's true. Yeah.
I was
I'm
like,
thinking
what
about
are we
it.
looking for
I'm
lodge for
thinking
right
about it,
now?
man. Plus, what are we gonna
Get
do
used to
during
the
day?
night cycles, okay? We're night. I'm a vampire, basically.
Yeah,
we
we're
have
vampire
to
squad.
do this.
I just walk towards where I think the district
I'm
is.
from Jorhas. It's always dark.
Big guy, big guy.
This is a secret.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
You get the sense that no one heard that. Like,
Be careful.
You know what I would love right now?
Mhm.
All these smells remind me of Yuyando. I love Yuyando. I haven't had some in years. It's been so long. Look at all these food stalls.
Hell yeah. Udon is my favorite food too.
Oh no.
Oh, like
What are we
grandma
doing?
high five his grandson.
Is that a tiefling thing?
I mean, she's my
Was
grandma.
that
Oh.
She made
insensitive?
it for me when I was young.
I made it for my grandson when we were.
There we
So
go.
I'd say it's early evening now, so you guys would probably, I mean, it's up to you. You think that maybe some stores would maybe just start the closing process. They might not be totally closed right now. So it's how you guys want to investigate, what you guys want to take your next steps as.
Well,
I
I
mean,
want
we,
to go chase the Lily Longbow before, like, either before or after it closes.
yeah, let's go
Okay.
there.
All right. Raska. Let me look at you here. So probably takes about 20 minutes as you guys begin making it into that district. And then let me, yeah. So you guys, sorry, as you make your way through there, again, it's actually surprising. Is this a much busy district? There's actually a lot of kind of last minute shopping going around, and there is, as you're kind of taking in again all the smells of the food, you don't smell any of your own there, as that is Jorahasian. But there are other things that's around. And the ingredients just don't really get over to this area too much. Maybe you'd find better luck at the docks, but up here definitely not so much. But you do see these three beautiful creatures come up. It looks like at least one biological male and two biological females, and they've got these little fans, and they kind of eye all of you, and they particularly kind of eye Razga with this like flirtatious smile. All three of them, as they kind of fan themselves and make their way quickly away. And they do have these kind of interesting bags that seem to that are cloth, but they're woven. You're looking like kind of like shopping bags that have kind of this almost like golden thread that makes two letters, G and B, common, as they begin to make their way away from you.
Getting like wannabe sugar baby vibes from these people.
They wear Gucci all the time.
And you see that there's actually like different like flyers kind of going around in the breeze here, and one kind of smacks you, Raska, right in the face as you pull it out, and it reads in kind of this really like big calligraphy font that just says, "Looking for a boon? Might as well make it Glint Boons, 50% off last season's supply."
I already got
Someone
my-
read this.
Give it here.
take it
Oh,
from
the back says
I read
that.
out.
Is this
50%
like
off
a-
sale.
I think
Off
it's like
of-
clothing.
What though?
It just
Hmm.
says last season like supplies or whatever.
Hmm.
I think it's
It's
like
We need
50% off.
supplies.
Supplies. Maybe
Let's
they
check
have
it out.
like maybe
Always like a good deal.
Do you guys know what a glint boon is?
well, a boon means sort of a trade, but a glint means a shiny, like as in trade, they might be saying money for things, and a glint is like shiny.
All right, let's
So
go.
they have shiny 50% off things. I'm just trying to use my vocabulary, my big brain. Someone, an average Joe like Telvin would never have.
The average Joe
Oh.
doesn't really care about glinty things right now, so
Yeah. So it's up to
Do
you.
you
guys
care for
you
glinty
guys can
things that will
continue-
help you?
You can continue making
That's
your
everything
way
I
to
need.
the Lily longboat, or you can stop by Glint Boons. It's up to you.
I want to
Is it on
take
the
the
way?
flyer and
I'm
walk
interested in Glint Boon.
then.
If everyone stops over at Glintons, I'm just gonna keep going to the Lily Longbow because I just want to get a feel for it before we head
Okay.
in.
Same.
All right. So if you're looking for Glint Boons, I need you to make investigation checks. You guys don't know where it is.
Yeah, I was gonna go ask the attractive men looking at Razga.
Oh, sure. They kind of look back at you, kind of.
21.
Okay. Yeah. So we split the party at this point. So some of you go. Who's going to Glint Boons? Okay.
Azzy, maybe we can get a senior
Pete and
discount.
Skaha all make their way. And you see there's this beautiful storefront that's all glass. And above it, there's a giant GB. And you start to notice that there's no, on any of these stores, there doesn't seem to be any signage, but more like artistic impressions. And so even the G and the B is probably the least artistic here. And you see there's like rows and rows of shelving, and all the shelving seems to have different, all uniform sizes of bottles, mostly glass, some metallic, and they're all stopped up. And there's, as you can see, there's different people going in and out. And as you kind of look through the window, you see people dressed very finely that you're assuming are shopkeepers, and they are. You think you see almost every race you can think of. You even see like a kobold running around in there, but it is the hottest kobold you've ever seen. They're just, all of them are looking really beautiful and gorgeous, almost in an ethereal way, as you are watching everybody in there. Lanther and Talvin, you approach and you finally see this shop that has a longboat that's like raised up on platforms around it with lilies growing out of it. And all around this shop is different types of flowers. And you notice right away that there are some that are definitely out of season, but are growing beautifully. And so it just seems like even like Arctic flowers, and some that should only be from the deep, like where it's much warmer and different climates, and they shouldn't survive, but they're all growing. Wow, and there's even some that look like more rainbow-esque, and there seems to be like bits of color that float above them. It's this really beautiful display.
Is the door locked or open?
It is slightly open enough for you. Like, I mean, it looks like it's an open store. I would say.
Okay. So I push into the store.
I'll follow him.
Yeah, the two of you walk in. I think looking how you're looking, and there is this half orc standing there. It's gonna, Oi! Welcome to the Lily Longboat. My name is Rose. How may I help you?
Rose, yes, we've been traveling for such a long time, and we've heard such fine repute that this establishment has. We actually know you by name, and we're having to have a word with you. Do you mind if we just have a couple of minutes of your time?
I'd nudge Talbot and telepathically and tell him to slyly show the dodecahedron.
I know what I'm doing.
I'm busy. I can't look at my pose. I can't leave my pose.
I think you can spare us just a little more time, and I do.
Okay, her eyes go
drop that.
wide at this and kind of looks over her shoulder to like, you see that she's on a counter, but there's like a back room behind her. And she's like, oh, the adventurers that were supposed to come. Fantastic. Why don't you have a seat over here? And it's very loud and kind of insane and begins to give you like little water with lemon.
I just awkwardly pull it.
And as you guys sit there and the rest of you kind of look at this beautiful shop where some people are window shopping for product and possibly just to get a good look at a few of the people who work there, we will end for tonight.
All right.
And pick up at the stores.
Shopping episode, guys. Get ready.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared of that store. I've never I've never had a kobold make it move. You know.
No, queen, move. I came here for fancy bottles.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so tonight, I mean, I kind of thought it would be. It's probably more. It was a little bit more of a development session. But next week should there's more to uncover. So you're here. But I'm going to end. So thank all you guys for watching. If you guys are interested in playing more games, I've actually got games running Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday if you want to check on, if you guys are interested. But all that, we're going to say goodbye. And stop
Bye.
this.
Thanks.
Peace.
Hope y'all enjoy.